In this video, I'll be explaining exactly what I do to collect watch for rolling the AB in 0.5 A presses. But first, we need to set the HOLP. So, what exactly is the HOLP? HOLP stands for the held object's last position, and it's just a point in 3D space that the game keeps track of. The HOLP starts out at the origin, and then, whenever klamer is holding an object, the HOLP updates to where klamer is holding it. The HOLP will just stay at the last position klamer held the object at. Note that the HOLP will stay in that position even if you switch courses or change save files. Now, the HOLP is important because that's where objects appear once klamer releases them. Now, that's all done before I even enter home, which is just a point in 3D space. Now it's time to build up some speed, and I mean a lot of speed. So to get that speed, we're going to use a trick called points, and here's how it works. Klamer choose not to move it, which is why I decided to put a point on the ground. That's right. So we're free to build up speed in place, but not infinite speed because we'd end up breaking klamer free. So what do? We turn to redirect our speed out of bounds. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm gonna need all this speed for. After all, I do build up speed for 12 hours. But to answer that, we need to talk about parallel klamer. So klamer is a floating point number and can basically be any decimal number. So there's actually a grid of nearly infinite klamer. Okay, glad that's explained. Notice that we now have enough speed so that our intended next position is past the wall and out of bounds. And since the game doesn't like placing klamer out of bounds, it doesn't move him, and instead just ends up being released where we left the HOLP last. Okay, so now we're finally ready to resume the main video and watch the PU movement. Just kidding, first I need to explain what these screens are. These extra screens will help you follow along during the PU movement. This is the standard view, this is the AB view. The relative map also shows where I am in each PU, but from an overhead perspective. And finally, the PU map shows where I am in the PU grid. Okay, now don't blink.